Russian-Palestinian relations are deep-rooted and special in nature. Back in 1988, the Soviet Union recognized the state of Palestine, and we remain committed to this position to this day. Our approach to issues concerning Palestine and the Middle East settlement is principled, rather than opportunistic. We believe that only the establishment and full functioning of the state of Palestine can lead to the final settlement of the Middle Eastern conflict. Our relations are developing today despite all the difficulties associated with the situation in the region. Naturally, in absolute terms, our trade is still modest. However, the trend towards growth is clear. Our trade has tripled. We continue to work in the humanitarian field. In particular, we continue to train specialists for Palestine. This year, 150 young Palestinians are studying and will study at universities and other educational institutions in Russia. We provided humanitarian aid, sending over 800 tons of cargo to the Gaza Strip, conducting about 32 humanitarian operations. We also sent wheat directly and through international organizations at your request. Naturally, today we will discuss the current situation in Gaza, Palestine as a whole, and the Israeli-Palestinian track. We will also talk about the U.S. President's initiatives regarding the creation of a new framework, which, as we see, is primarily focused on resolving the situation in Palestine, in the Gaza Strip. You may have heard that we are willing to allocate $1 billion to this new body, the Board of Peace first and foremost, to support the Palestinian people, to use these funds to reconstruct the Gaza Strip and solve Palestine's issues. I have already said that these will come from the funds frozen in the United States back under the previous administration. I think this is quite possible. We have discussed such options with the U.S. administration before, and we are planning a meeting and talks on this topic in Moscow today. Russia is our great friend we rely on in all fields. Russia historically stands by the Palestinian people at the political and diplomatic levels. As for the economic and financial aid, it is quite numerous. You have graciously mentioned some of it, but our people are very happy and very grateful to Russia for this assistance and for your unchangeable position, your support for Palestine. Mr. President, we suffer a lot within the Palestinian land, you know this very well, during the Israeli occupation which carried out a great deal of destruction in the Gaza Strip as well as in the West Bank and Jerusalem. I would like to provide some statistics. The number of killed and injured in the Gaza Strip reached 260,000 people. There are more and more thousands of killed and injured in the West Bank. The destructions are massive. The Gaza Strip is almost fully ruined, with about 85% of its schools, universities, churches, mosques. Nevertheless, I want to reassure you, Mr. President, that the Palestinian people are holding onto their land, rejecting the American-Israeli stance that was announced about a year ago to expatriate Palestinians from Gaza and the West Bank beyond the Palestinian territory. The Palestinian people insisted that they would not leave their country, no matter the cost. The people of Gaza are now living in tents. These tents are subject to rain, destruction, and flooding. Yet people are determined to remain in their land. We will not leave it. What we want is peace. We hope that with your support and assistance we can achieve it, peace based on international legitimacy of United Nations resolutions adopted after the war in 1967 and in 1973. We are committed to all this, which grants us an independent Palestinian state in Gaza, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem as its capital. We know that Russia is the first who helped and the first who backed this political stance we stand for. Of course, there are many other issues that we must discuss with you, Mr. President, regarding the details of the current situation, about our vision for the future, and how we see the settlement. We are ready to work, and we hope to reach the solution with your support and assistance. Russia has been our friend for more than 5 decades. Every visit to this gracious country, in summer, winter, snow, or rain, we feel that it is part of our hearts, that we are connected by a spiritual bond. Visiting Moscow, we feel like we are at home with our friends around. Thank you, Mr. President.